Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel and to my planner new release video. We have some really exciting things, including the release of inserts and A5 planners, and also some exciting changes I'm really excited for in our general planners. I've got a stack to show you off to the side, so without any further ado, I am just going to jump straight into it with this planner here, which is actually going to be my pre-planner. Sneak peek. Let's zoom in a little bit. So, basic information about my planners first, actually, and here's a sneak peek of one of our covers. In fact, maybe we should go over those first. Our planners come in 7x9, and here's 3 of our new covers. 7x9, B6, A6, and this year we are adding in undated, completely undated planners only, and a 5 option here, which is basically just a little bit smaller than the 7x9, so they're a little bit of a nicer, like, stepwise change now. So in that cute, that's the difference between all of these sizes. All of our planners come in any combination of monthly, weekly and daily planners. You can choose any combination of those. If it does not contain daily pages, it is a year. If it contains daily pages, it is a 6-month planner. We also offer completely undated and dot grid notebooks in a weekly, the new flexible weekly layout and a daily layout. We'll go over those a bit later. You can add notes pages wherever you like into your planners. You can now customize the foil colour on your tabs, and you can add notes pages to the back as well as in between months if you want to now. I think that's kind of all of the vague general customizations, how our planners work. How you order them is going to be so much simpler now. I will show you on the iPad a little bit later how you go about ordering them. But yeah, so we'll start off by showing you some things. So this is our planners, and I will just use this planner to show how planners are set up. So I put a this was me checking my holes were the right size for Caress Press hole reinforcers. They are. Spoiler. Anyway, our planners come with a 10mm laminate cover, and you can get them removable for an extra £3. They just snap off like a normal removable coiled planner, and then they just snap back on. I find the easiest way is to like turn it, and then it just should. Oh my god. Obviously, because I'm doing it on camera, I'm really struggling. But anyway, it just snaps back in eventually. There we go. Cool. So then on the inside of the planner, you now have a patterned vellum. This used to just be a plain vellum, but it is now patterned, and you have these gorgeous flowers from my branding. And then we have the only bits, these are the only bits of colour in this planner, pretty much, these 2 sheets. So you've got your patterned vellum, and then we've got my branding, Functional Flexi Planner, and then a new quote. And this year's quote is: "An hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing." And then you've got a little space here to put your lines. So this is just in my updated branding there. Then you have the first new change, and these are clear plastic dividers. They are a 4mm laminate, so they're nice and thick, but not so thick they bulk up your planner too much. They stick out on the edge of your planner like this, and they have clear stickers with the month on. You can just about, it's more obvious in person than it is on camera, but you can see where the sticker is. That's better there, but it's not super obvious. So you have this year, so I've changed these so they are more versatile, so it just says this year rather than the actual year, and then you have your years, months through there right up to December, and your notes. So in your this year section, I don't know why I've turned this in half, it's much better like this. In the 7x9 planner you have up to August 2024 at a glance here. This is great for tracking things like periods or anything like that you might want to track, or like vacation days, sick days at work, stuff like that. Then we have our what we call pre-planning pages, which essentially again have the year and the first 4 months of 2024. How satisfying is January 2024? It starts on a Monday. It's everything to me. Anyway, and then a space down here for you to do what you want. Things I've done with this page is track videos, plan videos, done my line a day memory keeping for my memory planner, stuff like that. You can do whatever you want with those pages. You can pre-plan it there. I've tracked birthdays in there, etc., etc. At the end of each section, you also have a dot grid piece of paper. Then you go on to your planner pages. So then you get all of your planner pages, which we're not going to go into just yet, but you'll get this section between the end of that and your notes pages will be your planner pages, which are very customizable, but we'll come back to those in a second. Then you get your notes at the back. So all of our new cover pages are much more blank with just the Hermione font here, which matches our tabs with whatever that is. So notes here. And then you have 18 pages of notes. This actually has extra notes pages at the back. So it has, no, it's 19 out of 18, whatever it is, pages of notes paper. After your notes section, you then get reusable sticker paper here. And let's just grab a couple of different stickers to show you this. So this is a Scribble Prints Co. glossy paper. Oh, sorry, that squeak. Ooh. This is a premium matte sticker. And we'll grab a planner face one because obviously that is my most used kit. Sorry, these are just leftovers I've got here. And a planner face sticker, just to show you how easily stickers come on and off. It is just silicone coated. All stickers seem to stick pretty well. I'll grab a planner face reusable sticker and it's reusable matte, and both sides of the paper, just to show you, although they do feel slightly different sometimes, not always, but sometimes they feel slightly different, they do work in exactly the same way. And just to show you, because I know some people have had problems with like removable matte stickers coming off, this is a removable matte one. Let's choose a smaller sticker. They absolutely do not come off with removable matte. I really like that paper. It's beautiful. Even like Erin Floater designs, which I've had problems with other ones falling off, they don't fall off on this paper. I don't know why, but they don't. Though Erin Floater is closing her shop, I just discovered. Anyway, that's a conversation for another day. So you got your 2 sheets in 7x9 planners, or 3 in A6, 2 in B6 and A5, and then you have your pocket. This is in a thinner laminate, so I just found the pocket worked better in the thinner laminate. I think it's a 5mm laminate. It is not, so you can fill it quite full without this break in here, and it fits kit pages in the 7x9 and the other sizes. I don't know about A5. A5 should fit a kit page, but we'll test that in a minute. And then you have your back cover. So that is kind of how our planners are set up and how they work. Now let's get on to some actual planner pages. So for the 7x9, this is a timed weekly monthly with no extra notes pages, I believe. So this is February. You have your cover page. You have your monthly spread. This is sized to fit. Standard vertical monthly kits. I don't have an actual monthly kit here, and this is in premium matte, so this probably isn't a good plan, but it's my own planner, so I'm sure it's fine. Fits beautifully, as you can see. Am I going to regret that decision? We'll find out in about a second. No, it's fine. Pop it back on there. Fits standard vertical monthly kits. Then this is your timed layout, again designed to fit standard vertical kits. Changes from last year. This no longer has a year here. I didn't think it was necessary. It's just the month. No longer has a year. That's about it. The rest of the spread is the same. No changes to the monthly. I have opted to not have a notes page every week. The other page that there is, the other thing that used to be an option that is no longer an option is getting a goals add-on. You can only get a goals planner on its own. So just to show you, the clear plastic tabs has made your planner a bit chunkier, but it is still a good size on this coil. You can opt, unless you're getting a daily planner or certain weekly layouts in the A6 and B6, you can opt to have a smaller coil. As you can see, these pages do fit and they do fit with notes pages in on a smaller coil, but you just don't have as much room to grow with stickers. So just to show you the comparison, this is a 38 and a 30mm coil. I think it's technically 32, but it actually measures 30, but it's a 38 and a 32 coil. So just to show you the difference there. So that is the timed layout. Let's go on to some of the other options you have. As I said, you can get extra notes pages. I forgot to say this actually in this planner. You can get extra notes pages. The standard notes pages, so if you just look how many notes pages you've got there, the standard amount of notes pages is a little bit less and is there. So it's still quite a lot, but not quite as many. So this is a different layout and has some other differences in. So this is a horizontal layout. This is our keep growing cover. So this is a non-removable cover, so it is steadily on there. Same throughout, except, so let's go to February again. So this is for a friend, and she has a monthly, weekly with 1 page of notes pages. So after your monthly spread, you can get notes pages. This is 1 spread, you can get 2 spreads here. Or you can get 1, or you can get none, as was in my planner. You can also, this is our horizontal layout. I should probably try and show the vertical next, which I will do. So this is our horizontal layout for the 7x9 planners. What's beautiful about this 7x9 layout is it does fit a full box in. Just to show you, beautiful. Our horizontal layout fits a full box. So if you've been considering horizontal planning, but you're like, oh, I've got so many kits, I couldn't use them up. Yeah, can in this planner. There we go. That's that. And at the top of each page, it'll be whatever the Monday and the Friday are here. So I've got Monday through Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday on this page. So that is your horizontal layout. There. I should have gone over our new covers. We'll do that. Next up, we have another of our new covers, and we have our weekly work layout, which is our most popular design. So, as if we have the planner the right way up at least. This is a weekly only. The vellum sometimes sticks a bit to there just with static. This is a weekly only planner. So for a weekly only, you have your cover page, and then you just go straight into weeklies, because this person doesn't want dailies, they just want weeklies. So as you can see, 27th is in February, so that's there. The 6th is the 6th of March, so that's why that month is there. It doesn't necessarily match the tab it's under. Where the weeks are the week that it's more of in a week. So this week only has 2 days of February in, so it's in the March section. If it has 3 days, it won't be in that section, it'll be in the next one, or the one before. If it's got 4 days, it'll be in that section. I hope that makes sense. This person hasn't got anything additional, so she's got no additional notes pages. So again, just a look at the smaller amounts of notes pages. So that is a weekly only planner. And again, that is one of our new covers. We'll go over all of the new covers in a moment. What I haven't been showing you is colours of tabs. So this planner here we just had silver tabs. I will show you all of the options. Our only layout I haven't already shown is our week on 1 page horizontal. So this is our week on 1 page horizontal. It has basically your 7 days down here with your horizontal on 1 page, and then a page of notes pages, and then on the next page you just have your next week. This is beautiful with a daily layout, because what you can do is if you don't want this page in, you can take the equivalent of this page out and it'll go your weekly. You won't have your weekly and then your dailies, and it's really nice. Or you have 2 pages of notes pages every week. So I really like the week on 1 page horizontal, because like if you just want your weekly for like pre-planning week at glance, you can put your appointments and stuff in this page, and then you've got your week dailies after that. If I was a daily planner, I think that's the layout I would go with. If you popped a note to seller, I'd probably take those pages out for you so you didn't have to rip them out yourself. So yeah, that's the week on 1 page horizontal layout. And that is all of our layouts. The only thing I haven't shown you is a daily. So this is a daily planner, which the person who is buying it has decided to split over 2 coils. As you can see, if this was all on 1 coil, it would be a chunk. Like, it fits, but only just. You've got very little room for growth. So this person uses stickers in her planner, so she has decided to split it over 2 coils. One slight difference with the daily planners is you don't have that first tab that says week, month, year at a glance. That is essentially just because I just don't think it's necessary, and it just obviously she's got this split over 2 coils, so she still has like the equivalent of 2 sets of dividers. But if it was in one, you'd have January, February, March, April, May, June notes, so you wouldn't have a random 1 tab at the top, which I find really annoying. So there's that. So when you split your planner over 2 coils, which costs £10 because it's £7.50 for the split, and then you get your removable cover with it, because you don't get a second cover, you get a removable cover with it. So that's the £2.50, so you get 50p off for getting it as well. It's just a bit more expensive because obviously it uses more dividers and stuff like that. And yeah, so also if you get a weekly split over 2 planners, you also don't get the thing, so that you've again not got the extra random tab, because it would be January, February, March. So you'd have your 6 months and notes, and your front bit would again just be at the front. That's the only real difference with daily planners, but I've blabbered on for long enough. Let's actually show you the daily layout. What this person has is a daily, weekly, monthly vertical with no notes pages. So she has her February monthly spread, her weekly immediately afterwards, and again the 30th is in January, that's why it's January there, and then it goes into her dailies. You get a notes page of dot grid here. This is what I was saying about the week on one page horizontal. You could have your week on one page there, tear this page out, and then it would just be your week on one page and then your dailies. So your daily is 3 standard vertical width columns, and these are standard vertical width columns. Everything is designed as best as possible to fit standard vertical stuff. Got space for 15mm washi at the bottom, so you have it 6 through till essentially midnight on your daily spread there. You've got a second column of the same width, and then this is double width. So every day has exactly the same, because we know how I feel about split weekends. It's not the vibe. And then you just go straight into your next weekly. So that is a daily, weekly, monthly vertical. No extra notes pages, split over 2 coils. If you get extra notes pages in this, you get them at the back of both planners, so you have more notes pages. This is essentially the equivalent of double notes pages anyway, because you get the same, like you get the 18 notes pages in each planner anyway. And you've got the same pocket at the back there. Sorry, that was our botanical tea room cover. Last but not least, for daily planners, for planner layouts, I just want to show you what you get if you get an undated planner. So this person, this is mine, this is my memory planner, has a undated vertical weekly layout. So I am going to be starting this in January. I could have gone for dated. The reason I haven't is because I always put the month at the top of here, and I don't always like whiting it out. And I use kits in this, so I'm like, why do I need it dated? All that it means is when I'm not using date covers, it means I have to use a date dot, but I tend to use a foil bundle in this kit, which always has date dots in anyway. So, so your tabs come blank, and then in your pocket you will get whatever colour tabs you want. These are holographic, it's not very obvious. There we go, just changing the lighting slightly to show you they are holographic. So yeah, that is how it comes if you get an undated planner. I will put those on myself in a setup video for this planner, but this is my memory planner for next year. As you can see, there is some room to grow. There's a couple of oops in this planner, one of which is I punched this little section of pages wrong, which is why it looks a bit dodgy there, and I punched this divider wrong, so it's wonky and it's really annoying me, but it's my planner and I just don't see the point in wasting a whole set of dividers just for that. So yeah, that's what happens if you get an undated. This is obviously a monthly, weekly, so you've still got your days of the week, but nothing else. Nice blank slate for you all to work with. That's that. Our inserts. So this is an A5 wide Aura Estelle. If you buy inserts, this is how they will come. Not necessarily, actually, you can get them punched. So this is a dated, so this was going to be my memory planner, but then I changed my mind and decided I wanted undated. I printed this already. So this is a monthly, weekly. It has gold tabs on, just because nobody had ordered gold, so I put gold tabs on it to show them off. So they are what the gold tabs look like. So you can get them completely unpunched like this to punch yourself. If you're using a happy planner or something like that, you could punch them for that, or you can get them punched as well. And just to show you that my punching does fit and that the sheets fit, these are my dividers, punched perfectly. And if I can find that press, I also was debating going into an Aura Estelle this year, just so that I was showing off my inserts, because I've not been great at advertising that I'm doing them. So just to show you, let's grab that hole reinforcer. The holes are the right size. There. For hole reinforcers, I have just got some paper behind it. So yeah, that's there, and that was just to show you that they do fit nicely in an Aura Estelle. and the same is true of the B6 or A6, but I haven't punched those because they are not as common sizes that people buy, so I didn't want to waste them, whereas I think somebody will buy inserts for an A5 wide. So yeah, that's what they look like, so you will nicely fit your whole month in there. I don't know whether I can do it unpunched. I probably can, they probably just about fit unpunched, but they might not, because obviously my thing's not going into the sidebar. They will clip on the looser clip, but not on the second clip there. So yeah, they like, clearly they definitely do fit nicely in an Aura Estelle, because that's the most common planner I see used. Let me know in the comments down below whether you think I should move into this or whether I should keep with my bound planner. Now I'm touching this and feeling it, I'm really tempted, the idea that I could take it out. My problem is, at the end of the year, I wouldn't want to buy a new Aura Estelle cover or a new cover every year, and I don't know how I'd store the ring inserts. But anyway, that's it for options for the 7x9. While I remember, let's go over our new planner covers. So, we've seen a few of them. They don't have names as of the filming of this video. This one is our yellow floral, and this is the inside. This is what I've got in one of my planners. Our second bright one is this purple bright. It's got purpley pinky on the cover. The pink comes out more on camera, but it's definitely more purple in person, but there are like hints of pink with the florals at the top and bottom. And then our third bright colour, none of my friends have gone for, but is this one here. I've got it in an A6, which I'll show you later, but I'm showing you all of the covers in 7x9. So this is the other one. All of these covers are the same on the front and back. They are literally identical, front and back, just because I felt like that was the best choice for florals. So they are the three bright florals, and then we have three more muted florals. So the first one is this one here, which is it's got like an ink pattern in the background. Most of them, it's the same as this one, is also the ink pattern. But yeah, I'm trying not to separate planners from people's orders. But yeah, it's basically this floral in the middle with the purple ink background. Our second one here is, I haven't shown you this planner generally because it's a monthly, weekly, vertical with no notes pages. So actually this friend opted not to have any reusable sticker paper at the back, so I'm not putting it in for her. She just asked for it. This is what black tabs look like. But this is our blue watercolour. So it's just a gorgeous blue background with florals up and down either side. And then our third cover, nobody again ordered. This is like a greeny, pinky brown. Depending on how you like perceive colours, it looks different colours, but it is a green and a pink, but obviously that does create a bit of a browny colour to some people. For some people this looks more green, for some people this looks more brown, some people it looks more pink. It depends. Again, same either side, and you've got the same, sorry I didn't show you that on these planners. The inside is the same, just with the correct background for all of these planners. So that is our three cover options. Whilst we're on that, let's show you the bookmarks as well. So these match all of the covers, plus I didn't release bookmarks with our last set of covers, I forgot, so we've got those as well. So this is the purple bright, the yellow bright, you can see the beautiful ink pattern on there, and the pink bright. Then we have the blue pastel, let's get it to focus up here, the pinky greeny brown pastel, and the purple pastel. Then these ones match old covers, so they are just there as well. We've got, this matches the Keep Growing, and this matches the Cozy Plant House, which I'll be showing you in a minute. Okay, so that is it for 7x9, no it's not, that's nearly it for 7x9 planners. We also have our completely undated planners. This is I Think You're Cute cover. This is actually from our last release, so the cover page is wrong, but I will update this. So when this sells, I'm not updating it until it sells because it's pointless to me, because I may well end up with this. This is a completely undated daily planner. So this has 146, I think, days of daily in it, which is basically the most days you can have in 6 months. I love this because you don't have to keep up with it every day. You can just pop in and out as you want to. I use a B6 version of this. I will show you the B6 and things later. In the same sort of listing that you can get this, you can also get a dot grid notebook, which will be 100 sheets or 200 sides of just dot grid paper. And also we have our new, also available in this planner style, so with no tabs, you have our new flexible weekly layout, which is here. And that's upside down. That is also upside down. These are not the right way around. No, it's not. Wait, hang on. There we go. This is the flexible weekly layout in the 7x9. So essentially, I'm just going to zoom in a tiny bit more. A bit more than that still. You have your columns with nothing else except 3 lines. This line here is the halfway point if you don't use any bottom of the washi at the bottom. If you use 50mm washi at the bottom of your page, this line is the middle. If you use full bottom washi at the bottom of the page, this line is the middle. The idea being that, I don't know, you have a really busy weekend, but you do very little Monday to Friday because you're at work. You could have your sidebar, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a long sidebar. Or whatever you want. Say you had a busy Tuesday, you could do sidebar Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sidebar. Like, the point is that you can use as much or as little space as you want. I am using this for my memory planner that I'm making my husband for our anniversary in the B6 size, A5 size, which I will show you when we get there. But yeah, that is the flexible Undated Weekly. And again, you'd just have 52 double spreads of that, just like this. That is it for 7x9 planners. Oh my god. We've still got 3 other sizes. Whilst we're on the completely undated train, let's show you the completely undated A5. This is again for a friend, so this is in the new format. So you get your vellum, your cover page, and you have one blank sheet of paper, and then you go into your layout. You have 52 sheets of layout, and then at the back of that you have your notes pages at the back. And this person has extra notes pages, so she's got double the amount of notes pages at the back. Then you still have your reusable sticker paper and your pocket. We were going to say, does a kit sheet fit in here? And the answer is yes. Yes, it does. It's a tight fit, but it does just fit. That's good to know. So that is the completely undated weekly. You can also again get this as a dot grid, or you can get it as a daily, which is like this. This is the daily in A5, so you got your singular column and your longer column, and the times run from 6 to 10 or 11, depending how you look at it. So to show you how you would use one of these planners, let me grab my planner. Okay, so obviously I haven't written anything in, mostly because I actually think I'm going to make scripts for this planner. This is one of those spreads. So this was the week of our honeymoon. What I've done is Monday and Tuesday share the first column. Wednesday has 2 full boxes. These need a little bit of a run over to get rid of the bubbles. Anyway, Wednesday has a column to itself but has 2 full boxes on. Thursday has a day to itself but it's got a column. Friday, Saturday and Sunday all have their own, but Sunday also has a day extender on because there weren't enough room. If you want it, you can even do it a lot less structured than this. So this is a much less structured spread. So Monday, Tuesday, share one. Wednesday and Thursday, share one with a day extender. Friday has most of half a column, and then Saturday runs for essentially 2 columns, but from middle to middle, so it's much less structured. And then Sunday essentially runs for a column and a half, but also has a day extender on. So that's how I'm using the completely flexible weekly layout. It's just great if you don't really know how much space you need a day. I've gone for a big coil on this because I am bougieing all the spreads. If you're not bougieing all the spreads, look how too big this coil is. I would really recommend the smaller coil because the smaller coil still has plenty of space to grow, and I may change this for a smaller coil because I have the option. So these planners automatically come on a smaller coil, but you can tick the box to have a bigger coil. But just to show you the difference, these are the same planner. Just, yeah. There's that. So that's the A5. Let's move on to B6. And this is our B6 planner. This is a monthly only. So this is a monthly only. With monthly onlys, you can get up to 5 notes pages a month. Exact same layout. I'm not going to go too much in detail over it, but at the front you get a year on this page and a year on the next page, and then I think it goes through to March 24. Yeah, there. So this is a monthly only. So she's got her cover page, monthly spread, which has some bits of red in it, interesting, and then she has 2 spreads of notes pages and then her next tab. So that is a monthly only. In this you can get up to 5 monthly notes pages a month, so obviously this has plenty of room to grow on its coil. She could have gone for a smaller coil on this if she'd wanted to. I haven't asked her, to be fair, and yeah, if she sees this video and wants a smaller coil, I can easily switch it for her. Then at the back it is the same, so you have your you've got your notes section at the back, then you've got your 2 pages of a sticker release paper, and then your pocket fits only quarter size sheets. It will not fit a kit sheet in the back. So that's a B6 monthly only. So this is what I mean, you can literally customise your planner to be exactly how you want it. I found these now, so let's just show you these. These are your options for foil colour for your tabs. So you've got black, and then for £2 extra you can have holographic, which again we have shown this already, but holographic just looks so much better under certain lights. Rose gold, silver or gold. So they are your options, that's what they look like. Okay, so next up we have another B6 planner. So this is a monthly, weekly timed. We're not going to go over all the details of the planner, but anyway, this is April. So she's got her cover page, her monthly spread. I don't know whether, like Compression does B6s, I don't know whether they fit in this. If you know, drop it in the comments down below. Then she has gone for 1 spread a month of notes pages. So this is her spread of notes pages. And then this is the timed layout in a B6. So essentially you have 8 till 10 in your timed column, with your month just above there. No sidebar, and Saturday and Sunday are smaller. Not my favourite thing. If you don't like that in a B6, I do have options. Just wait. This is the timed, and the vertical is the same as this without the times. And then she just got her rest of her months there. And other than that, the planner is the same. Again, plenty of room to grow on the coil. Okay, other B6 layouts. This is our week on 4 pages. So if you do not like the smaller Saturday and Sunday, this is one of your options. So you have a horizontal layout with 7 sections here. The fade line across the splitting them is fainter. You can't see it, but it is fainter. So that if you just want to use this as a double width column, you can. Anyway, so then you have your days of the week through till Sunday, and then you have a notes page here. Again, great layout for a daily, because you can remove this page and just have that and then your dailies, but then that's a lot of space per day. So that is your week on 4 pages. So double width column, horizontal, or you can use it as 2 vertical columns because these are really faint and just line up either side. Monday through Thursday, Saturday to Sunday, and a note page. So it's that. Then this is our horizontal B6 layout. So that is Monday to Thursday on this page, and then Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know how this fits horizontal boxes, but it is definitely too big for boxes. But I don't know how you'd use that. Like, I'm not very good at horizontal layouts. I did it for 6 months and then was like, nah, I'm done. Next up, we have our week on 1 page horizontal. So similarly to that, you've got your week on 1 page and your dot grid page here. Not much to say about these layouts really, so I'm just zooming through them. So this is our vertical, so it's the same as the hourly, but without the times. Basically, there's nothing to say really. It's just 5 long vertical columns. This is 15mm washi width, and then your Saturday and Sunday have the split. And then This is our compact weekly, so this is your other option for having your days all have the same. So you've got a nice long sidebar. You've got Monday through Sunday, so Monday through Friday along the top, Saturday and Sunday here. And you have these 3 boxes which are sized to fit a checklist or a full box of any variety, and a header above it. I could do with a header. I can only see a monthly kit. Header. This is in premium matte, so I might regret that decision. But yeah, they fit perfectly like that. I'm not pushing it. To be fair, this is not for keeping, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's what those sizes are. And then this is either 250mm washies or full vertical washi width there. So that's that. And then I think I just have a second copy. Oh no, this is daily. So I'm a bit worried I haven't photographed this, so I'm going to have to check my photos in a minute, which I will do. Anyway, so this is a daily, so you have your notes page, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this has the 9 till 8 till 10, 8 till 9 column, and then a double width all the way through Saturday and Sunday, having your full thing, and then you'd go into your next layout there. So that's all your B6 layout options that we have been over. So on to the undated versions of these. I've got this one here. This is a undated daily, so that's your undated daily. In B6 it is the same as the daily but undated. Your dot grid is obviously just the same as the dot grid pages at the back, and then your flexible weekly in this is basically the same as your A5, but so in all, only in 7x9 do you have the 3 lines, and all the others you just got 2. You got the halfway. You've got the halfway and the halfway if you've got 15mm washi. So that is that. And that's it for B6. So last but not least we have A6. This is an A6 planner. This has a non-removable cover, and it's the same basic layout. You've got your vellum, your cover page, your this year, you've got your year, 2 years at a glance, 18 months at a glance, 18 months at a glance, and then your pre-planning pages. Your pre-planning pages go through April. And you got your dot grid page, then your months. So this is a weekly only, so this goes straight into weekly. This is the compact weekly layout. These are full box sizes. This is a full box and a header size 15mm washi. It fits nicely at the bottom. Other vertical, and then notes pages at the back, 3 pages of the reusable sticker paper, and then a quarter sheet does fit in this pocket. So that's that. Other possible layouts in this planner. This is the monthly spread, because that's not got monthlies. I thought I'd show you one. This is your week on one page horizontal. Is not a week on one page. The reason for this is this fits Hobo Weeks kits, so it's just if you were on the Hobo Weeks train but you realise you prefer coils or ring bound, this is an alternate way of using up those kits. Then you've got your daily, so you've got each day having the same amount of space. There's 2 options for your daily. This one starts at 12. You can also choose it to start at 8. Like that, so that's just the comparison. This one starts at 8, this one starts at 12. That's it. That's the only difference between your dailies. Your timed weekly has the same options, just I wanted them to be as flexible as possible. So this is your vertical layout. So you've just got your sidebar, your columns, through Sunday, or having a long column. Again, 15mm washi fits at the bottom. This is your timed, starting at 12. Same thing again there. And then this is your horizontal, beautiful. And then your timed starting at 8. So that's it for your A6 options. I feel like I've talked for 3 billion years, so I'm really trying to speed up what I'm blabbering on about. Then you've got your dot grid options. This is a dot grid notebook. This is for me for journaling. And dot grid notebook, 100 sheets of dot grid paper. I've got this on a smaller coil. By the way, this is also on a smaller coil, so that's how much room you have to grow in a monthly, weekly with no extra notes pages. if you get a smaller coil. This is 100 sheets on a smaller coil. These automatically come on smaller coil. You have to upgrade to it. Well, tick the box to put a bigger coil. So that's the dot grid layout, daily layout, and the flexible weekly layout, like that. You have 52 sheets of this, so this only covers a full year if you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sidebar, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever, just because I didn't want it to be double the thickness of all of the others. But yeah, so that's that, but because it's completely undated, it doesn't matter when you start and finish it. I think that is everything. So yeah, I feel like I've talked for 3 million years. So we've got 3 sizes of planners. I need 4 sizes of planners now. I'm going to keep doing that forever, aren't I? Because I'm so used to having 3 sizes of planners. Got your 4 sizes of planners, your lots of options of layouts, your new bookmarks and covers, and new tabs and tab foil options for covers, and then again the option for inserts, which I'm just going to pop there. If I have released goal planners, if I am explaining goal planners next, I'll then jump to the iPad. Okay, so I'm back with the goal planners. This should be just a quick little video. So these are our 2 goal planners. They're just the covers. So this is probably going to be mine. Undecided whether I'm using a goal planner next year, but I've had mine on a smaller coil, but the person that the B6 is for wanted it on a bigger coil, so you can have it on either. The B6 is ever so slightly thicker, as you can see, than the 7x9, but it will still fit on a small coil. It will just not have any room for growth, so it depends whether you want to use stickers. I won't use stickers in mine, so I went for that. Okay, so let's take a look at the 7x9. So the format is very similar to all the other planners in that you have your vellum, you have your cover page, then you go into your planner pages, which in this is your goal setting. You then have your notes at the back, which you can have the standard or extra. This is standard, the other one's extra, I think. Then no, the other one's normal as well. Then you've got your pocket, your reusable sticker album, your pocket, and your back cover. Because these are undated, the goal planners are now undated, you get your stickers in the back, so you can start them whenever you want. So if, like, I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to use a goal planner next year, so if I don't want to start it in January, I can start it in March, and that's fine. I can then run my goal year March to March, or I can just do March to December and then start a new one next January, but we'll see. And if you skip a month, it's not as important. Like, I probably would have gone back to goal setting if I didn't feel like I'd missed out a big chunk this year, but like with my wedding, I just skipped a quarter and I just haven't felt able to go back. Anyway, this is the goal planner. So you start off your first section. You don't have your like year at a glance and stuff. I just didn't think it was necessary in a goal planner. If you think that is necessary in a goal planner, drop it down below and I will add it before this divider in the next release of these, or at some point. Anyway, you then get your about the planner. Just, you can read over that if you want. Then you have last year in review. As I said, everything should be undated. There is a small chance I missed something that is dated, but I have checked through quite carefully, but you never know. You've got a space to assess any goals that you had last year. You've got a little bit about you. So this is just some questions about you, and it asks you to list 10 things, and obviously there are 3 lines here, so the idea is you have like 3 columns and then a spare, so, or 5 columns, whatever, there. Anyway, then it says a bit about your roles, and it gets you to break down the bits of you that make up those roles. So for example, I am, I don't know, a fur parent, but it doesn't make up that much of the time that I use. So although it would be a few boxes, it isn't like that as much of my identity as being a business owner is, for example. So you can split up, so you've got a visual representation of how much of you is each of those. Then there's a bit about values and things like that, what you'd want in the next few your values, what you would do if you couldn't fail, and looking forward in your life. And then you've got sub-goal inspiration, so some themes that might be important to you, the areas that are your priority in the next year. So this is choosing essentially your goal areas. So my goal planners don't have set goal areas. You can choose them yourself. So they're super, super flexible. I'm not going to go too much over this, but basically scoring your categories, where you want to be at the end of the year and what that would look like, what steps you need to do that, what of that excites you, what other things make you excited for the year ahead, anything else you want to do. Then there's a space for your word of the year and vision board. So there's a load of suggestions for word of the year, and then there's a double page spread to make a vision board. Annual goal setting, so you're actually setting your goals, how you'll know if you achieved the goals, and then breaking it down your goals. A lot of this planner is based on breaking it down, looking at where you're at and how you want to be going forward. At the end of that, you go into your monthly and quarterly sections. So you have quarterly goal setting in your first month, then your second month just your monthly goal setting, then your third month has, which is up to here, your third month has your quarterly review. So I'll just quickly go over these. Again, I don't want to go too much into detail. So your quarterly goal setting, you write down a tiny action for each goal, you write down what you've got on in the next 3 months, any priorities, and then you set your quarterly goals. And then how do you know you'll have achieved those goals? How are you going to achieve those goals? Are those one-off projects monthly, weekly or daily tasks? And then this is the main change from last year's planner. If you didn't have this, if you had this last year, is that I have sectioned this section off, which is where you're assigning the stuff in here, which is the stuff in your actions. So your actions go into here, then these go into this, and that is split in the same way. So you've got one-off projects, monthly, weekly, and daily there as well for month 1, 2, and 3. You then have a blank dot grid sheet. To be fair, if I reformat these at some point, this page might go because there's another blank page in a minute that could also go. Then you have your monthly goal setting page. This block of text isn't there on all of the months, it should just be on month 1, and then these get a bigger section, so that's your monthly goal setting. Then putting all of that into your action tracker for the month. So this is where you track everything that you want to do. So you've got in at the 7x9, let me see, 9 projects, 10 tasks, 7 weekly things, a don't forget section, and 8 daily things. I've left the Monday start on here. If people would prefer that to be a Sunday start, you can let me know, and I can get rid of the day of the week. What you could do is what I used to do is put a habit tracker here. That would be quite a cool thing to do. And then you have a page to schedule out where these things go. So this is essentially meant to be a blank calendar. The other thing I've considered doing is making this a full monthly spread. But let me know down below what you think of that. Obviously then the dot grid page before would have to stay in. The problem with that is I don't know where I'd put this bit of information about how you're meant to use this page. Unless I put it in the header of this bit. So you know how you've got the month here. And then it would be over here. I don't know. Let me know down below what you think of that. Then you've got your month in review. So that is what month 1 of every quarter looks like. So the equivalent of January, April, July, October, if you started this in a January. Then your February, your next month essentially. All of these start with a dot grid page. You've got your monthly goal setting, your action tracker, your schedule, your blank sheet, and your month in review. And then you're on to month 3. So month 2 is really short. Month 3 starts exactly the same way. Monthly goal setting, action tracker, scheduling, blank page, month in review. Then you go on to your end of quarter review. So you've got your end of quarter review, where you look at your goals, in your categories, score your categories, what progress did you make, review your annual goals. And that's your quarterly check-in. And then we go back in and it's exactly the same thing again. So you've got your quarterly goal setting, etc., etc., all the way through to the last month, when at the end, rather than reviewing your annual goals, you review your whole year. So you've got your best moments, worst moments, months, goals achieved, and your events, which you can use your month in review to fill that in, because there is obviously overlap. Then look back at your annual goals and see whether you achieved them, and then a little congratulations. Then at the back of your planner, you've got your notes pages. So that is kind of the format of our goal planner. This one is on a small coil. I think I might have already said this. This one is on a big coil. Again, you can choose in your listing which you want. The covers, again, can be removable or non-removable. That one's removable as well. But yeah, so that's kind of your options. So let's just put that coil back. Let me just quickly show you a couple of the differences in the B6. Essentially, it's identical, in short. This page doesn't have the purple bit at the top. Some of the questions are over more pages, etc, etc. That's about it. They're the only changes. It's a little bit longer because the gaps, for example, this page is just a bit more squidged and stuff like that. Then the other difference is your action tracker doesn't have the action tracker title. You still have 9 projects and 10 tasks. 7 weekly? I don't know how many were in the other planner. And rather than 8 habit tracker daily things, you have 8. That's about it. That is pretty much the only difference. But other than that, it is pretty much the same. Obviously, the other thing is this, all of your tables and stuff are just a bit smaller because they're designed to fit in this planner instead. And where things are split are just a bit different. So for example, your word of the year is over 2 pages. You might notice if you're looking really closely, this is actually, oops, and I need to reprint it because at the front, I need to reprint the front section. The front page doesn't have dot grid on this side, but it will in your planner. It's just, I needed to get this filmed basically because it is Wednesday and these planners come out on Friday when I'm filming this. Anyhow, that is kind of it for our goals planners. Yeah, so yeah, the idea is they are now undated, so you can start them at any time, and also I don't have to change them every month because they're not my bestseller. So now I'm going to pack back to previous Tilly. So this is our website. How you will order planners is you will click on planners here at the top, click on whether you want 7x9, B6, A6 or one of the completely undated or dot grid notebooks. When you click on this, at the moment it won't show anything because there's nothing live. Here, when it is live, you will have all of the different cover options. It will look something like this with all of your cover options there. And then you can just click the cover you want to then order the planner you want. So now we'll just go through each planner. So this is a 7x9. This is a preview listing. So this is how it will look. You cannot use the quick buy function. In fact, you will not be able to use the quick buy function because there you can. So with planner covers you can use it, but no. So on the right hand side there will be more photos than this. There aren't yet. There'll be photos of all of the different pages and stuff here that aren't yet. On this side you can choose, so let's say you want a weekly, daily. Actually, let's start with a monthly only. So if you want a monthly only, your notes pages changes so you can choose up to 5. Then the rest of it is the same. So, but we want a monthly, weekly, let's say. So then if you include a weekly, your choice of weekly spreads will come up. If you hover over them on a desktop, I don't know how it works, you just click on them on a computer, on a tablet or phone, and it says there, and it also says up here which cover is. So our most common is monthly, weekly, vertical, so that's what we're going to order, with no extra notes pages between the months. Then if you want to upgrade to colourful tabs, let's say we want silver. We're essentially building up my memory planner here. If you want a removable cover, you click that. If you're splitting your planner over 2 coils, you won't be able to tick or untick that because it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because your cover will automatically come. Yeah. So anyway, so you want a removable cover, but you don't want a smaller coil. You don't want notes pages at the back, but you do want it split over. No, you want extra notes pages, but you don't want to split over 2 covers. You also have to acknowledge that if you place your order after the 1st of November, it may not be shipped until New Year. I really do apologise for this, but I am away on my honeymoon plus then I come back just before Christmas, so there just is not the time to get out orders after I go on my honeymoon. So yeah. Then you've just got your matching cover and journaling kit here. There is a long description down here of the planners which explains everything. But yeah, so that is a 7x9 planner. As I say, if you get daily, you should not be able to put your planner on a smaller coil. I need to look at that because you can at the moment. But anyway, that is for 7x9. Let's go on to B6. Very similar thing. I'm not going to go over it in too much detail, but essentially there are more options of weekly spreads. Again, there aren't photos for all of them at the moment because I haven't edited the photos for all of them at the moment, but I really need to get this video filmed, so I am. But you will have all of your weekly layout options. And so for this, if you have a week on 3-page vertical, you can't have a smaller coil. Simple as. And again, if you've got monthly only, you'll get the choice of up to 5 notes pages. See, it works on this one. If you've got, maybe it's, I don't know, I need to look at the 7x9. But if you've got a daily, you can't put it on a smaller coil. And again, if you split over 2 coils, you can't make it removable because it will automatically be your removable. It will be removable anyway. Okay, on to A6. It is basically the same. There really isn't much else to go over. Again, if you have daily, you cannot get it on a smaller coil. You also cannot get it on a smaller coil with A6 if you have the timed generally, or the vertical, because it goes over 4 pages. And so you've got timed to 8, timed to 12, compact vertical, horizontal, and week on 1 page. All the other options are the same, so we don't need to linger. On to our completely undated dot grid or dot grid notebook. On this one, you choose your planner size on the listing. So when you choose A5, for example, you get your choice of planner pages. So you've got your dot grid, flexible weekly, or daily. This is just so these will be the correct sizes. So you've got your daily A8 start and your daily 12 start there. On this one, you click to make your planner on a larger coil, and you can add extra notes pages at the back. Okay, so that is it. That's all I've got for this video. Comment, like down below if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you are planning on getting. Sorry for the long rambling video, but I felt I just needed to explain everything in detail about what your options are, and there are a lot of them. That's why it's called the Functional Flexi Planner. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Let me know what planner you are using down in the comments below, even if it's not one of my planners. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!